Let's start our session with the problem solutions findings on velocity analysis of a 4-bar mechanism. So in the theory part we have already studied how to find out motion of a link and velocities at a given point on a link with respect to another point. So based on that we have to solve some problems. So this problem is on a 4-bar mechanism. Let's read the problem and understand the problem statement. In a 4-bar chain A, B, C, D, AD is fixed and is 150 mm long. The crank AB is 40 mm long and rotates at 120 rpm clockwise, while the link CD 80 mm oscillates about D. B, C and AD are of equal length. Find the angular velocities of link CD when angle BAD is equal to 60 degree. So let's solve this one. So write solution as usual and we'll write the data from this one. Data AD equal to 150 mm, that is fixed. Similarly AB equal to 40 mm, then speed of this one AB with respect to A, B with respect to A, like this we are writing. So 120 rpm, it is in clockwise, while a link CD equal to 80 mm oscillates about point D. BC equal to AD, so we'll write equal. Then what he has told to find the angular velocity of link CD. So angular velocity omega of C with respect to D equal to question mark. Then angle of BAD equal to 60 degree. So this has to be found out. Next, in this one, since length of AB equal to 40 mm, we need to convert this into meter, that is 40 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter given. Therefore velocity of B with respect to A, or velocity of B only, is equal to angular speed of link AB multiplied by perpendicular distance of link AB. So that is angular speed of link AB. To find out the angular speed of link AB, we have omega BA or AB equal to 2 pi n BA whole divided by 60, that is equal to pi into 120 by 60, that is 12.56 radians per second. So this is angular speed of link AB. So when we substitute here, that is omega BA into perpendicular distance of AB. Perpendicular distance of AB is this one, that is equal to 40 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So we'll be getting 0.503 meter per second. So this is velocity of B or velocity of BA. So this has to be remembered. So like this velocity of BA, you have to find out the angular velocity of CD. So to find out the angular velocity of, that is angular velocity of a link CD, we should know the velocity of C point, velocity of C. How we can do? We can do it by doing the graphical method. For doing the graphical method, first we need to draw the space diagram. Space diagram. So space diagram requires a scale. We'll take a scale for drawing the space diagram. 1:2. 1:2 scale. So in this 1:2 scale, so for all these values of AD, AB and CD, we have to get those values. So how to find out? So we'll write the value of 150 multiplied by 1:2 means 1/2, that is 75 mm. In a pencil we'll write so that it will be easy for us. Then we are having 40 into 1/2, that is equal to 20 mm. Then 80 into 1/2, that is equal to 40. So this will be helping us to draw the diagrams. Let's begin drawing our space diagram, taking AD equal to 150, that is reduced scale as 75 mm. So to make it convenient, we will raise this one so that it will be visible. Okay, take a measurement equal to 75 mm. Okay, label that one as point A and this as point D. This is a fixed length. From A, measure angle equal to 60 degree and after measuring angle equal to 60 degree, draw a line, thin line. Okay, measure a scale equal to 20 mm. Keep the pointer at point A and cut an arc equal to 20 mm. And mark that point as point B. Okay. Next we have CD equal to 80 mm. So that is should be equal to 40 mm. Measure the scale equal to 40 mm. 40 mm. Keep the compass at point D and cut a arc. Then measure B to C equal to 150. So that should be equal to 75. So take this itself only as 75. Keep the point at B and cut a arc. So that this particular point, name it as a point C. Then join line between a point B and C. Then join the line between the point C and D. Okay, this is your 4-bar mechanism. So here the measurements for this one, write it as here 150. Don't write it as 75, write 150. Here write it as 40. Here you write it as 150, and here you write it as 80. Okay, then as mentioned, there is a angular speed of link AB, that is 12.56 radians per second. That is angular speed of link B with respect to A. So we write it as B then A, and the direction of this velocity of this one is perpendicular to this link. So how to draw perpendicular? Take the compass, I am showing you. Keep this point at a point B, and the 90-degree line be downward here in line with the EB line, and point 0 here you get the 90 degree. Then from there draw a line, thin line. Okay, but do show only till little part. This is our velocity of B with respect to A. This is velocity of B with respect to A, or it is velocity of B point. So this velocity of B point in the direction of clockwise is equal to the perpendicular distance of link AB and the angular speed, that is this one. So what we have to do is we have to draw one perpendicular sign. Okay, the measurement of this AB, because AB link is a fixed link, so this is fixed, so it is fixed AB. So this is whole link is fixed. So with respect to this particular point, so as I show you here, if this was a point, so it is fixed, so it is going to move in this direction. So this one, so this is velocity of B with respect to A. Next we are going to fix this point, holding at this point, and we are going to find out velocity of C with respect to B. So what we have to do is, how we have drawn perpendicular to this one, we have to draw perpendicular for this particular point. So how we are going to do it? So we'll take this as a base, and we'll keep it on the line BC. Okay, then perpendicular, that is 90 degree, we are going to point it here, and from there we are going to draw a line. So where it is going to pass? It is going to pass through point C, but this will be a dotted line. I am telling it will be a dotted line. So this will be line of action. This will be line of action for velocity of CB. So we don't know whether it is acting upward or downward. So this will be line of action with respect to B. So velocity of C with respect to B, it is perpendicular. This will be perpendicular. And it will be perpendicular here also. Next, another fixed point we are having D here. So with respect to D, what is the velocity of point C? So this has to be found out. For that, again what we are doing, so we are taking the base of this one line that is coinciding with CD. So we'll keep it here and we'll measure 90 degree. Then we are going to get the line. So we'll draw a line which is this particular line. So we'll draw a thin line, not complete line. Like how we have done it for this one, velocity of B with respect to A, we are going to draw a thick line for this much part, that is velocity of C with respect to D. So it is velocity of C with respect to D at this particular. So we are having 1 and this will be perpendicular to this line CD. This line CD. Now the data for velocity of B we have already got. How we got? We got from the omega BA. But omega of this particular velocity omega of CD is unknown. That we should be known. If that is only he has told you to find out. Omega CD has to be known. How to know it? We should know the velocity of CD. So if we know velocity of CD, then we know the perpendicular distance CD. From there we are going to get that one. For that, to find out the velocity of CD, we have to go for a velocity diagram. So we should draw the velocity diagram. So because one component of velocity B is known, another component of a diagram, velocity diagram, CB is unknown, but line of action is known. Velocity of CD, the magnitude is not known, but the direction is known. Here both magnitude as well as direction we are having. The magnitude is equal to 0.503 meter per second, and the direction is known here. But here we don't know. For that we have to go for the velocity diagram. So where we should draw the velocity diagram? We will draw the velocity diagram next to this one. So we'll write velocity diagram. So for drawing a velocity diagram, again we require a scale. So let's write a scale. So from where we will get the scale? So we know one known magnitude, that is 0.53 meter per second. So we'll take a scale of from this itself only, that is 0.1 meter per second equal to 10 mm. Then for 0.503 meter per second, it will be equal to 50.3 mm, that is approximately 50 mm, because 50.3 mm difficult to draw, but 50 mm is easy to draw. So we will take a scale of this one, 0.1 meter per second equal to 10 mm. So let's keep it highlighted. Next, how to draw the diagram for a velocity. Let's take a point here, anywhere here. Okay, so we are having fixed point A and D. So in drawing velocity diagram, we use the notation of small alphabets and small letters. So we'll take a point A and B. at this particular point, for my convenience, because we have to draw it, so I will draw one thin lines. Okay, then I will draw one 90-degree line for this one at this part. Why it is used, so it will come to know you when I am going to draw it. So I will be drawing this 90 degree. So this will be my, like a graph sheet grid, so this will be my origin. So this will help us to draw origin. Okay, need not much get bothered about that one. Now for a velocity diagram, we need to have a direction as well as magnitude. So out of these, which one we are having? At point A, we are having with respect to B the magnitude as well as direction. So here it should be D. Sorry, it should be D, not B. So at point A, we are having magnitude and direction. So what is the direction here? So many textbooks, many people do, they take this one parallel, like a roller scale we can take and we can bring it and we can place it here and draw the direction. So this one, but as we don't have, so what we will do is we'll draw one 90-degree line here. Okay, and we'll measure this angle. We'll measure this angle. So how much is that angle? So how to measure that angle? So we'll keep a compass here. So I'm getting this angle equal to 60 degree. So the angle here what I'm getting is 60 degree. So I'll measure this from here. So I'll be getting angle equal to 60 degree, and from there I'm going to draw a line which is passing to the point. Okay, means this line is parallel to this line. Then what is the direction? Direction is downward. This direction and this direction are downward. Now I have to bring the magnitude. So magnitude of this one is how much? 0.503 meter per second, that is 50 mm. So I will take a scale equal to 50 mm. Okay, keep it at point A, cut it. So here I am getting this one as a, and this one will be my direction. So what is this? This is velocity of B with respect to A. Okay, it will be in this direction. Now what I have to do? I have to mark this one as a point B. Next, what we require to have? We require to have the line of action of velocity of CB. So this CB line is going to pass through this particular point. We don't know the magnitude of this one, but we know this direction of this one. So can we bring this direction here? Yes, we can bring it. How to get it? So for that, what you need to do is, again what we had followed here is, just go here, then keep your here, okay, draw a line, okay, then measure this angle. So when I measured, it is somewhat 81 degrees. So it is 81 degree. So what you are going to do? You are going to measure from this one, bring it here and point 1. So 81 degree. Now what we are going to do? From here we are going to draw a line which is of a direction. Okay, this is of a direction. We'll name this direction here, but we will represent it velocity of C with respect to D. but we don't know its magnitude, where it has to end. So where it is going to end, we don't know. So what we have to know, here it has got end. Now one more velocity which is going to be is velocity of CB, but we know this line of action. So line of action is in this direction, either it may be up or it may be downward, but it is known that it is in this line direction. So we need to bring this one here. So we have to transfer this line. So what we do is, we know this angle, we should know this angle, so measure that angle. So angle of this one, when we measured, it is, here it is 45 degree. So it is 45 degree. So we'll write here 45. Then I know this angle, that is 90 degree. So it will be 90 degree. So total included angle is 135 degree. So this is known. I am repeating, we should measure this angle, that is known, and then we know this angle 90 degree. Why? Because when I keep this one, it is inclined to this particular point. Let us keep the protractor here. Okay, so from here what we are going to measure, we are going to measure first 35, then 90. So it will be it will 45 plus 90, so it will be 135. So 130, 135. So we got the point here. Then from point B, from point B, I am showing, from point B, draw a line which is passing through. Okay. Now you can see the velocity line CB, line of action, and this line, both are going to be parallel, almost parallel. Most of the case it will be parallel itself only, if you have measured it correctly. So these two lines are going to meet at one particular point. So this point, this is A, this is B, and now we are left with a small letter C. And here this will be our velocity, velocity of C with respect to B. Now we should measure these lines. So when we measure this one, so from here till here, when we measure, you can see here it is almost 30, 35, 36, 37, 37.5 somewhere. So 37 is also okay. And when we measure this one, this is almost equal to 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 mm. So here we can write it as a vector AC, vector AC equal to 37 mm. Just to our note. See whether it will help us or no. Or we can write velocity of CD, velocity of vector CD, or velocity vector CD equal to 37 mm. Okay, because we want to find out for a link CD itself only. We have to find out for link CD. Okay, next. So this is our diagram. Next we'll rub some of the areas so that we can write our calculations. I think it will not mind me writing it here. Okay. By measurement, we found that velocity CD equal to 37 mm into scale. So I told you why we are going to use a scale. What scale? So scale here is this one, that is 37 multiplied by 0.1 meter per second, not 10, so 0.1 meter per second. So it will be 0.37 meter per second. So we got this answer, 0.37 meter per second. That is, at this particular point, like velocity of B with respect to A, like that velocity of C with respect to D, that is 37.7 meters. And we know that CD equal to, CD we have here, that is 80 mm. So that only we should take, not the reduced scale, CD from data. Reduced scale, convert it into meters, better. So we'll forget otherwise. Therefore, similarly, angular speed of link CD, that is omega CD, like this, omega CD equal to, we have to write velocity of CD divided by perpendicular distance of a link B. So perpendicular distance of this one is 80 mm. So by link CD. So velocity of link CD is 0.37. So it is meter per second. And here it is 80 into 10 to the power minus 3. So when we substitute, we'll be getting something about 4.62. Its unit is radians per second. Radians per second. So this is clockwise direction with respect to point D. So this one, here we got the answer, that is 4.62. 62 radians per second. Here the answer is point. So the important answers what we require is this one. And now we need to darken all the lines. So whichever important, those things you dark, don't keep them light, because sometimes these papers are getting scanned, so your answers may not be visible in the scanned sheets, or may not be visible for the examiner while evaluating. So I recommend you to darken these points. And directions you are going to get from the law of parallelogram. From the law of parallelogram you get the direction. If you are writing velocity of this direction, that is, then you have to write a velocity of C with respect to B. If you write it in down direction, you have to write here velocity of B with respect to C. Simple, nothing much complicated. So if you are having something unnecessary here, you can keep it, no problem, but if you want to need not highlight what you have done, so you can do. So this is what is our problem is. And moreover, what I am recommending you is to use a protractor rather than using a roller scale or any other devices. Protractors will be providing us the better accurate answers when compared to the other roller device. Roller device goes with the rolling action, so you may end up while transferring lines from one end to another end, from here to here, it may go slightly here and there. So to a strong recap, what you should do is, first you have to find out the velocity at B, Then using those, what you have to do, you have to find out the vectors, that is vector diagram. Important here, there are two scales. One is scale for space diagram, one scale for a vector diagram. Both are quite different. So hope you have understood. Answer for this one is 4.62. Some answers may vary from this value because of some substitution values. So moreover, this will be the better version of understanding. So I hope you have understood this problem. So the problem looks like this. So let me end our session.